Good evening, everyone. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Garrett Statham here with your weather at the top. So we've had quite a few things going on with the weather today. As you notice, the lake effect snow band that moved through Oswego in the morning, creating a very hectic commute for those coming to the university. That lake effect snow is going to taper off for now, ending overnight. However, we will have another period of lake effect snow that's going to pass through on Sunday, so keep that in mind if you plan to return home. In other news, it's really having it in Buffalo and over in western New York and also up near Watertown as well. So everybody just kind of be aware of all the lake effect snow that we have going on now. I'll have my full forecast later on. WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Tonight, winter weather has returned to Oswego. The alerts coming from officials to keep you safe.
Plus, our reporter Natalie Barden sat down with Hamilton star Tamar Green ahead of his performance at SUNY Oswego.
And the Syracuse Winter Fair is coming to town when you can attend the Winter Wonderland.
It's Thursday, November 17th. This is WTOP 10 Nightly News.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Seth Appleby.
And I'm Madeline Cummings.
As students prepare to head home for the holiday break, Governor Kathy Hochul is declaring a state of emergency in 11 counties. She is asking Western New Yorkers to bundle up and prepare. In an attempt to keep people safe, some highways will be closed in the western part of New York.
This comes as lake effect weathers are giving Western New Yorkers whiteout conditions, including here in Oswego. Oswego Mayor Billy Barlow is also issuing a traffic alert asking citizens to avoid travel if possible. With these harsh conditions, a disruption of power may be likely. If you were to find yourself at an intersection with traffic lights out, it should be treated as a four-way stop.
As snow starts to fall, the Firefighters Association of New York is urging those who live near a fire hydrant to check that it is accessible and visible to firefighters. It is recommended to dig a 3-foot radius around the hydrant. FASNY President Edward Tass Jr. also reminds New Yorkers to clear blocked ventilation pipes as carbon monoxide is an odorless killer.
The high school hockey season is set to start, but it may be in jeopardy due to a labor dispute between Section 3 and its hockey officials. In 2021, the state adopted an extra 13% of game time. The section tried to install it, but didn't want to compensate the officials for the extra work time. A 4-year contract is being proposed and includes a pay raise for all sports officials except hockey.
Tamar Green is a SUNY Oswego alum who currently stars on Broadway in the musical Hamilton. In less than 2 weeks, he'll be back on campus to perform his original concert called Perception for current Lakers students, staff, and community members.
WTOP 10's Natalie Barden recently spoke with Tamar about his time as an Oswego student, his career path, and his upcoming concert. Let's take a look at their conversation.
I want to bring your show Perception to the SUNY Oswego campus.
I've been working on different versions of shows, and I think Oswego is a place where I have I can't say I say you never are done discovering yourself, right? But I feel like Oswego was a place where I really truly laid down important foundations of who I am, and when thinking of a place where I can go back to and feel the love no matter what comes out, and then be able to have fun with new material and experience it with the community that I know I can trust, I can think of Oswego.
That leads me to my next question. What can we expect? What kinds of music will you be performing? Without giving too much away, of course, but what can
Yeah. This concert is truly a journey through many different aspects of who I am. I explore different types of R&B, hip hop, reggae music. I'm a first generation American. I'm Jamaican and British American. And you're going to get a bit of that. You're going to get a little taste of classical music, and it really will show an eclectic performance of many different styles of music, where I'm hoping that a lot of people will be able to pull something they love from the different stylings that I'm going to portray. And of course, musical theater, right? I am making my career as a musical theater, a Broadway artist. So there's going to be a lot of that as well. So hopefully there'll be a lot of music that you all will love.
I have to ask, will you be singing anything from Hamilton?
It's a good question. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see. I think
The concert will be at 7 p.m. on November 28th in the Waterman Theater.
Anyone interested in purchasing tickets to Green's concert can visit the SUNY Oswego box office online or in person. Tickets are free for students. Peyton Gendron, the man charged with killing 10 people at a grocery store in a predominantly black neighborhood in Buffalo earlier this year, is set to plead guilty next week. The 19-year-old shooter was charged in federal and state courts with multiple counts of murder and hate crimes. The families of the victim have been notified that Gendron will plead guilty at 2 p.m. appearance on Monday at the Erie County Court.
Workers at more than 100 Starbucks stores are going on strike in an effort to unionize the company. The strike includes workers at the Ithaca Commons location as well as a store in Buffalo. The walkouts took place today on Starbucks National Red Cup Day, in which the company gives out free reusable cups with the purchase of a holiday beverage.
Syracuse's New York State Winter Fair is returning. The annual event is coming back for its 4th year and will feature food, entertainment, and rides inside the Exposition Center. There will be special areas for the NAACP Van Robinson Pan-African Village, the Six Nations Indian Village, the Latino Village, and the New Americans and Immigrants. The weekend-long festival will run from February 3rd to 5th.
As the holiday season nears, many are looking for events that will fill the whole family with spirit. Oswego Mayor Billy Barlow is announcing that the annual tree lighting celebration will be held at Don Hill Civic Plaza. The event will include activities such as horse carriage rides, live ice sculpture carving, and of course the lighting itself. Mayor Barlow also announced that Santa will make an appearance. Now let's take a quick look at the weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Garrett Staham.
Yeah, so just a brief snapshot of your weather tonight. So tonight, we have some pretty cool conditions, temperatures dropping down to the lower 30s. A little band of lake effect snow is going to pass over Oswego, but it's not going to last very long and not create those impacts that we did see this morning. Tomorrow morning, it's supposed to clear out a little bit and be quite windy, though some showers may stick around. I'll have your full forecast after the break. Back to you guys.
Coming up, Speaker Pelosi is stepping down from leadership. What this means for the next House.
And Taylor Swift is breaking records, and not in the way you may think. We'll have more after the break.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Garrett Statham, back with you with your weather tonight. So, as we said at the last time, we do have some snow showers that are moving through the area tonight, starting to taper off by about 1 to 2 a.m. Then through about 6 or so a.m., we will have some very windy conditions. You'll experience that on your commute to class tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take a look at the area in general. So you can see out here over in Wisconsin and Michigan, the western Great Lakes, an area of low pressure. That's creating a lot of this unstable weather that we do have over here in Oswego even. Back in Michigan, there's quite a bit of snow showers that are coming off the lake, especially Lake Michigan. And big story that we have this weekend, not really in Oswego for weather, but it's really going to be over in Buffalo and up in Watertown as well. Those areas are going to get massive amounts of lake effect snow on the magnitude of 4 to 6 feet in some spots, or even greater. And yes, you hear that correctly, 4 to 6 feet or more. It's going to be like that November 2014 storm. If some people do from Buffalo especially remember that, this is the closest that we're going to be to that than we have been in several years too. So not to be too dramatic, but this is going to be a very major event. But for Oswego, it is going to be quite snowy over the weekend, specifically on Sunday. Thankfully, we're going to have a break with that for now. But heading into the weekend, we're going to have a nice rest, at least through Friday and Saturday. So for tomorrow, and apologize for the error, that should say Friday, it's going to get up to 38. Have some snow showers kind of lingering in the area, but those should start to taper off by the morning. And going into our extended forecast here in Oswego, you'll notice Friday and Saturday, there are some slight chances of snow showers, but that shouldn't be anything significant. However, on Sunday, there may be another big lake effect band like we saw this morning here in Oswego that will pass through and produce significant accumulations. That's all I have. I'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
As the Republican Party gains the majority in the House of Representatives, the Democrats have begun to expedite legislation before it gets difficult.
Before January arrives, Amy Kiley reports the Democrats have busy plans for the rest of the year.
The affirmative, the motion is agreed to.
Democrats are projected to lose control of the House next year, and they're rushing to approve legislation before then. The Senate could vote on a bill protecting marriage equality as soon as this week. 12 Republicans helped it get past a procedural hurdle. That's enough to beat a filibuster.
This legislation just says that the status which is conveyed by one state has to be recognized by another. At the same time, this legislation provides important religious liberty protections.
Advocates want the House to pass the Senate version of the bill this year. That's before apparent incoming Speaker Kevin McCarthy takes control of the chamber's agenda. Some Democrats say they feel similar pressure to secure funding for Ukraine.
I feel very strongly that the Republican Party is overwhelmingly in support of defending Ukraine. Future Speaker McCarthy, if that comes to pass, will he bow to these small number of voices?
Two-party control of Congress has been known to cause gridlock, but bipartisanship is always possible.
I hope that they stand for their beliefs, but they continue to engage with Democrats when they think we can get something done that's good for the country.
We have got to keep this march toward a more perfect union.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is announcing that she will not be seeking a leadership position within the new Congress. The announcement ends her historic run as the first female Speaker of the House in nearly 20 years as the leader of House Democrats. Pelosi says that she is not endorsing any candidates in the race to succeed her and is not participating in any committees related to the matter.
You're here ready to... I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress.
After being arrested for carrying hash oil in her luggage, a U.S. basketball star has been moved to a Russian penal colony. Brittany Garner is currently serving a 9-year sentence in Russia. Her legal team spoke with her earlier this week and said she is doing as well as can be expected as she adapts to a new environment.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is stating that Russia launched dozens of missiles mostly aimed at power plants and other energy sources. Zelensky says that Russia is targeting civilian infrastructure as they have hit mostly power plants and energy facilities that provide heat and electricity for civilians. He also reiterates Ukraine's call on allies for more air defense systems to prevent such attacks.
Taylor Swift is breaking records, but this time off the Billboard charts. Ticketmaster said that her tour sold the most tickets by an artist in a single day. Roughly 3.5 million fans signed up for the chance to purchase tickets, making it the largest pre-registration in history. The 2 million tickets sold is causing issues within the Ticketmaster website, and additional sale dates have been canceled indefinitely.
Coming up, Tyson is recalling some of their products. We'll tell you who needs to check their fridge.
And social media may not be as bad as people say, what a new study is saying when we come back. Welcome back to Major Discussions.
apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News.
It's time for your health and consumer report.
Tyson is recalling about 94,000 pounds of ground beef. The recall comes after customers found mirror-like substances in their beef. The impacted meat was only sold in 4 stores in Texas: H-E-B, Joe V's, Meat Tienda, and Central Market Groceries. Neither Tyson nor the Department of Agriculture have given an explanation on the material, but additional information can be found on the USDA's website.
The Food and Drug Administration is saying lab-grown chicken is okay to eat. The FDA says it evaluated the information submitted by Upside Foods and deemed it safe for consumption. The agency says it expects more lab-grown products to be ready for the U.S. market in the near future. Advocates say they hope cultured meat will reduce the need to slaughter animals for food and help climate change.
It's the Great American Smokeout, a day the American Cancer Society hopes will encourage smokers to put down their cigarettes.
But quitting is no easy feat. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has some tips on how you can increase the chances of success.
It's no secret cigarette smoking can be deadly, killing more than 480,000 people in the U.S. every year, according to the CDC.
Being told over and over again that it's bad for you, having your face rubbed in it, does no good.
That's why Dr. Michael Wirt with Ohio State University's Comprehensive Cancer Center takes a different approach with patients who want to quit smoking.
I tell people everybody has bad habits. We're all kind of in the same boat.
Wirt says many longtime smokers think the damage is done and there's no point in quitting, but that's not true.
With even a few days, you feel better. Your sense of smell and taste can come back. Within a few months, your lungs will just become healthier. You'll be able to cough out your mucus more easily. Some of your lung function will recover.
Wirt says those benefits continue the longer you go without cigarettes. Since everyone is different, there isn't one way to quit that will fit all. But he says reducing the amount you smoke over time may help.
Hey, maybe next time I see you in 3 months, instead of smoking 20, 25 cigarettes, maybe you'll be down to 15 cigarettes.
If reducing cigarettes in increments won't work, Wirt says other things can help, including prescription drugs to reduce cravings and nicotine replacement therapies like gum, lozenges, or patches. Things like hypnosis and acupuncture might also work for some.
The sooner you quit smoking, the quicker you'll be able to realize some of those long-term health benefits.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Teens are saying their experience on social media is more positive than parents may think. 80% of teens in this new study say social media gives them some level of connection to their friends, and it helps them find support from their community. However, some teens still say they have a negative experience with social media, mostly from screen time and online drama.
If you're thinking about getting an iPhone 14 for Christmas, you may be out of luck. According to Apple's website, the iPhone 14 Pro and Max are unavailable for pickup in most locations. Many cities now show delivery dates for the product will be December 28th or later. Apple says its stores get regular shipments and is telling customers to check for in-store pickup locations at their local stores. Jacob Bradley joins us now with everything you need to know in Lakers sports and beyond.
Jacob, how are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing excellent. Coming up, women's basketball wins by how much? A busy weekend ahead in hockey. And a new location for the Bills game this weekend? All this and more coming up on WTOP 10.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Jacob Bradley, and it's time for your sports report. Starting things off with women's basketball. The Lakers took on Wells College last night, where they dominated the Express 88-20. Yes, 88-20. Jenna Russo and Katie Lilly led the way for the Lakers with 14 and 13 points. The defense for the Lakers was impeccable, as the Lakers did not let up more than 10 points in any of the quarters they played. This big win adds on to an already red-hot start for the Lakers as they improved to 4-0 to start the year. As the first drop of snow touches the ground in Oswego, hockey season ramps up into second gear with a busy Friday night. The men's team travels to Geneseo to take on the third-ranked team in the nation, the Ice Knights, where they'll look to pull off with a massive upset. As for the women's team, they play host to the 12th best team in the nation, the Cortland Red Dragons. As for the latter game, you can catch full coverage right here on WTOP 10. It might come in handy, of course, with all the snow in case you can't make it there live. We got you covered. Speaking of the snow, due to massive amounts of expected snow in Buffalo this weekend, the Bills will have to take an unexpected road trip to the Motor City. In what is now the Bills' home away from home, the Bills will have to play host to the Cleveland Browns in Detroit, Michigan. Buffalo is expected to get 6 feet of snow before the game on Sunday, which would make the amount of potential snow taller than both Bills running back Devin Singletary and Browns running back Nick Chubb. Moving back to the ice as the Buffalo Sabres fell short to the Ottawa Senators 4-1. The Senators were led by goals by Austin Watson, Brady Tkachuk, Alex DeBrincat, and Tim Stützle were enough to knock off the Sabres. This drops the record down to 7-10 on the year as they continue to struggle early on in the NHL season. They look forward to a road matchup against the Toronto Maple Leafs this Saturday. And finally, the New York Knicks took a trip over to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And boy, was it a thriller. In a game that came down to the wire, the Knicks were able to pick up a big victory over the Nuggets, 106-103. The Knicks were led by Julius Randle, who had 34 points and 11 rebounds. After the big road win, the Knicks improved to 8-7 on the new season. When we come back from the break, we'll have your Pet of the Week.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
I think you could build a house here with how many bricks are being laid in this game.
That is a rapid nosedive, and it is at the point of no return, guys.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. It's time for your Pet of the Week.
Everyone meet Harvey. Harvey is quiet at first, but will eventually steal your heart.
Harvey loves hanging out with his brothers, who really gave the best snuggles.
It really wants to be adopted with one of the kittens he came with. They make him feel secure.
For more information, you can contact the Oswego County Humane Society.
Well, guys, this is our last week here together. Are you ready?
Yes. I guess it went by so fast, though. The semester just started, basically. We're already here in November. So.
Exactly. Still feels like it's August last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just a fill-in, but either way, it's fun to have a week. Of course, I'm sure Matt Sharamita at home is going to be missing this night of news as well. I know I had fun, so.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about sports for
Sure.
this weekend?
Yeah, it's a big weekend as far as sports goes. We have, like I mentioned, the 2 hockey games going on, but that's not it because on Tuesday, right before Thanksgiving, we have another hockey game. So the hockey doesn't go anywhere despite the everybody leaving. We still got some hockey to cover. So.
Nice. And weather?
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to clear up a little bit for now. We probably have a little bit of a lake effect band over us now, but it looks like Sunday we're going to have the next round of lake effect too.
I gotta say, I'm looking forward to the break.
Yes.
Much needed after all this work.
Now, what's your favorite Thanksgiving foods?
Ooh,
I gotta go with cranberry sauce.
Cranberry
I know,
sauce?
controversial pick.
It is controversial. I can't agree with that.
I'm a big mac and cheese girl, and I'm a little worried about the drive. You said that it would clear up this weekend?
It should. It depends on where you're going, though. If you're going up to Watertown or out to Buffalo, it's going to be pretty hectic. But by Sunday or Monday, we might have another round of lake effect past Oswego as well.
Ooh.
I think I'm headed down tomorrow and south, so I think I'll miss it, which is good.
Yeah. It was great to see all of you. Stick around for the final bigger picture.
From all of us here at WTOP 10, thank you for watching and good night.